here. So part one of the reading, questions 1 to 5. So in this part, as we've seen before in the previous video, they've broken it down into these little signs, little text messages, things like that you'll have in life, in real life situations. And they've given you the images as well, and they give you the student the images so they can understand, okay, this is a text message, this is a notice in a magazine or something, and here we have a sign on a laboratory door. So it's signs, notices, things like that they've got to be able to read in a real life situation and extract the meaning from them. So we'll start with number 1. This one says, win a car, competition. Entries will only be accepted from people who are at least 18. Language like this is going to pop up, at least. And what we've also got to take note of over here is word spotting and avoiding it at all costs. So word spotting would be, for example, when you see 18 and then the student goes and looks over here and sees 18. Okay, there we go. That's the answer. And circle C. I have the answers next to me. It's not C. All right. So in every there's a couple of these examples, and we'll go through them one by one as well. So the first one here, entries will only be accepted from people who are at least 18. We have 3 options that they need to choose one of. The competition is open to people over a certain age. There is a maximum age limit for this competition. Only 18-year-olds are allowed to enter this competition. All right. So if we look at it, there's are at least. So that's the minimum age is 18. It's not maximum age. It's not only 18-year-olds. It is A. The competition is open to people over a certain age. Now, for foreigners to be able, or non-English speakers to be able to gauge meaning from texts like this takes practice. All right. So the more signs they read, the more newspaper articles, the more books, the more TV shows they watch with subtitles and with the audio in English, the better. All right, so let's have a look at number 2. This is a text message. All right, Rachel, for our holiday, you need to get a photo for your visa and let me have it. I've got the visa forms, so I can post them then, from Adam. It's important. A lot of the times I found that these students get confused by the names. Maybe because in text messages nowadays, people don't sign their names at the end of it. So that's another issue that you need to consider, that people get confused as to who's speaking and who's the message sent to and who's it sent by. So make that clear to them. So Adam is telling Rachel to post something for him, find out how to do something, or give him something he needs. So he says over here, I can post them. So he's going to do the posting. So he's not asking for somebody to do it for him. So it's not A. B, find out how to do something. All right. Then B, find out how to do something. That seems like it could be an answer over here, and give him something that he needs. So over here he asked, for our holiday, you need to get a photo for your visa and let me have it. So let me have it is as well, give him something he needs. That's very typical. What they'll do here is they'll not say, give me this thing, and then give here as well. So they'll always have 2 different ways of saying it. In the text, it'll be, let me have it. And over here in the answers, it will be, give it to me, or give him something. So the answer here is 2C. Make sure that they know different ways on how to say the same thing. Let's look at the third one, a sign on a laboratory door. The public are not permitted beyond this point unless accompanied by a staff member. We see unless here. Unless, if, when. So these are from your conditional sentences. So I sent as well, there's a download of a Google Doc with all the grammar that is going to be required for this level. And this is one of them. Conditional sentences. They have to know 0 conditionals, first conditionals, and second conditionals. They don't need to, they can even probably just get away with the first and the 0. But at this point, unless it's going to come up in there, so that's something you have to go over. As well, as I said previously in the previous recording, you're not trying to get your students up to a level of B1 so they can do this test. If they want to take this test, they should already have that level. So they should know some of these things. It's going to be a lot of revision, mostly. So the public are not permitted beyond this point unless accompanied by a staff member. So the answers, members of staff must be accompanied. You see again here, we have that word spotting. They'll see accompanied here and accompanied there and go, okay, it's A, and it's not. All right, so discourage word spotting immensely. Members of the public can't go through unless they are visiting someone working here. No, accompanied. Members of the public may go further if a company employee goes with them. So to go with somebody is to accompany them. All right, two different ways of saying the same thing. Your answer here is C. Again, practice, practice, practice. Through those links previously that we showed at the beginning, there's a bunch of other downloads that you can give your students, and they can just practice these exams and practice them and practice them. Okay, so that's part 1. We've gone over, oh, wait, we've missed a couple of them. Sorry, yeah, on the next one. That's only 3 questions. So question number 4. This is a note left by Tom. So, Jane, Mum's leaving really early tomorrow, so could you wake me at 7 when you leave for work? I mustn't be late for college again. Tom. So, A, Tom wants to persuade Jane to take him to college tomorrow. Persuade being the key word here. Is he trying to persuade her? Because it does look like he's trying to remind her. Tom would like Jane to do him a favor tomorrow morning. We're getting closer. C, Tom is reminding Jane that they have to get up early tomorrow. The answer obviously being B. So Tom is not reminding her that they have to get up early. She always gets up at 7 to go to work. So the answer here, 4B. Let's look at number 5. Free copies of advertisements on this board are available from the Careers Center. When we see things like are available, we're talking passive voice now. So we're going to be looking for active voice in this side. So if it's one in the text, it's the other in the questions. So let's look. The Careers Center will give you a copy of any advertisement on this board. That seems pretty good. This board is used to advertise the work done by the Careers Center, possibly, but that's not what this message is saying. If you ask the Careers Center, you can advertise for free on this board. Nope, that's not at all what is being mentioned there. So 5A. So here we have an active voice sentence, and here we have a passive voice sentence. All right, active and passive is another thing that they need to know, and it is also in that Google Doc that is available for download with this free training.